Hello, everyone. Here we are, and it's the Tuesday night markets on the 3rd of June, 2025. Just making sure that I've got my YouTube connected and we're live on Facebook now. Let me just go over to my YouTube here and make sure that I'm hooked up. I believe we are. Just give me 1 second. Just want to make sure. Yay, okay. Yeah, so Tuesday night, 3rd of June, 2025, Tuesday night markets. Welcome, everyone. And I do this every day, Monday to Friday. Give the Wall Street about 30 minutes to open. They opened about 30 minutes ago. And that's when the market starts to kick in and we start to see a lot more action. And if you can hear me, just type 1 in the comments. And if you're watching on Facebook, I appreciate if you like and share. I do really appreciate that. If you're on YouTube, just be sure you subscribe to my channel. And we have some high impact news coming out. And let me just change the chart for you there. You can see there's on investing.com. And that's coming in about 1 minute, it says. So it should actually about 1 minute and 30 seconds. And that's the JOLTS job openings for April. So if this number is green in color, that means it's good for the US economy. And that will put pressure on gold to go down. What is gold doing right now? Let's look at the chart. And we'll see gold is dropping. First time today. Well, it's dropped most of the day, but it's really been at that support level of 33.55. It couldn't get below that. It came down earlier today in the London session, then came down again. And now it's just recently in the last hour, broken below that pretty hard, actually. Came down very quick since the U.S. market opened if the news is fast, then gold is going to go down. Well, that's the way it's supposed to work anyway. We got 10 seconds. Let me just go back to investing.com so we can see that actual data that comes out in about 5 seconds. And JOLTS job openings. And it's green, so that's going to put pressure on. It's good for the U.S. economy. Well, in fact, it's quite good, actually. Quite a bit of difference there. So we'll just go back to gold. And we'll see that on our chart here. You got my chart there? Yeah. Okay, but I'm looking at the 4-hour chart. Let's just change to the 15-minute chart and see what happens there on the 15-minute chart. Let's just reset this chart view. And yeah, that's a lot of pressure on gold. So my buy limit at 33.27 looks like it might be good. That's our next support level. 33.27 is the buy limit. I'll go back over to the 4-hour chart. That's the buy limit. That's our support level there at 33.27. You can see my buy limit. Okay, and that's where we're headed right there. That's this next support level right here. And the news on the U.S. economy was good. So that's putting pressure on gold to go down. Now, gold is still bullish. Gold is bullish on the day chart and the 4-hour chart. But remember, we get these knee-jerk reactions to the news. So that's why I'm bullish on gold. But, when the news comes out, then it's going to have its impact. At least normally it does. Sometimes it's opposite. We never know for sure. It looks like it's trying to pull back a little bit now. But you need to give it time. Don't take a trade just yet. You might want to go ahead and put a buy limit right there at where I have mine at 33.27. Yeah, that's my buy limit on gold right now. Just waiting for it to come down, hit the buy limit, and then boom, back up. Gold is bullish on the day chart and the 4-hour chart. So that's why I've got a buy limit. Yeah, it's I mean, guys, look, I know it's a roller coaster, eh? It goes it goes way up and then down, way up and then down, and then up again, down, and up again, way up yesterday, 900 pips and something yesterday. And then today, of course, you get these correction. Nothing goes up forever, nothing goes down forever. But we do have pressure on gold now with the good news for the U.S. economy on the JOLTS job openings. And that was high impact news. And we see it is putting pressure on gold to come down. Now we're at 33.37. So it might drop another 100 pips, another $10. 33.38, kind of bouncing around there. Let's go back to the 15-minute chart, see what we're getting. Yeah. Okay, so getting quite a bit of impact there. Not far away from the 33.27 though. 33.37 right now, 100 pips away. But it definitely looks like it's headed down that direction, doesn't it? Will it go further than that? Well, that's the question. Will it go further than that to our next support level, which is 32.72? No, I really don't think we should not break below 3,300. 3,300, very strong psychological number. But 33.27 is coming into view, is getting close and closer and closer. Now at 33.36. As that continues to move down, we'll watch that. What I want to do is jump over and look at the 1 hour chart. Yeah, you can see that there. Okay. Gold coming down. That's because of the news, the high impact news. Gold is not bearish, guys. Don't be confused here. If you want to see 327, but that's where I have the buy limit. I want to just quickly look at the DXY and the US dollar been coming up today. Nothing unusual there. We know that we're seeing a continual decline with the US dollar, but of course, you're going to get recovery times. You're going to get recoveries, pullbacks. That's just normal. But the dollar will continue to decline. Let me just reset this chart view. You see what we've been seeing there for the last several days and even several months before this. But this is nothing unusual to get this pullback. We're still below 100, and the market doesn't like it to be below 100. So they keep trying to pull back and get above 100. So just quickly, let's look at Bitcoin, see what Bitcoin is doing. Yesterday, I had a buy limit at 104. I don't see that on the chart. I had the buy limit at 104. This is 105. And I had the buy limit at 104 yesterday, and it did come down to 104, 149. So if you got that, if you took that trade on Bitcoin, you did very well because it went up today to 106, 500. And yes, as Bitcoin does, it's come back down to 105, but now it's going back up again. But if you had taken that buy limit that I gave you yesterday at 104 and it went up to 106, that was a $2,000 move on Bitcoin. But maybe most of you don't trade Bitcoin. Most of you trade gold. I know everybody trades gold. So we'll look back at the gold chart and we're getting closer to 33.27, now at 33.33. Only about 60 pips away and getting closer, 33.33. And there's 33.27 right there, right here. It looks like it wants to come down, touch that, hit the buy limit. So gold is bullish on the day chart and the H4 chart. And so we always look for an opportunity to buy. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking for an opportunity to buy. And I believe we might bounce off of this support level. We were at this support level here all day long. And now we've got this high impact news that's pushed it down a little bit. And we're now at 33.34 and heading to 33.27. That's our next support level. And if you buy there, then you can put your take profit at 33.55. That's now our resistance level right there. Or you can put it even higher up here. The high of the day was 33.90. Is that right? Yeah, 33.90 was the high of the day. So big drop in today already. So it looks like gold getting ready to touch our pending order and then head back into higher prices. And that would be consistent with the roller coaster that we see down and up, down and up, down and up, down, and now it's time to go up. But it needs to come down and hit the pending order here. And let's just see if it will come all the way down to that support level at 33.27. Okay, guys, that's it from me for this Tuesday analysis. I hope you have a great success in trading the rest of the US session. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below this video and I will get back to you. And don't forget to like and share. And if you're on my YouTube channel, be sure you subscribe to that, youtube.com/@Rick Ray. And I'll see you again tomorrow, same time.